Hi, I wanted to come on and spend a few minutes with you. I'm Michele. I'm spending time focusing on mindset, on self-care, because I really want us to take care of ourselves. Now that we're moving back into a more faster-paced world once again, are you leaving yourself behind? I want you to bring yourself and move yourself forward. And self-care is so important. Do you think of it maybe as a luxury? What if I told you it's a necessity? That we are constantly wired and on the go. And whereas our minds may have just adjusted to that faster pace, our bodies are not designed to remain in that state indefinitely. When we push ourselves, we end up putting ourselves in a kind of a state of alert, and we elevate our stress levels, and that wreaks havoc on our bodies. It causes everything from disease, and it even weakens our immune system. And rest periods are just so important, to rest and relax. Not just for how our body functions, but for how our mind functions. Do you find yourself, just caught up in the constant thoughts, or you're listening to things? We need to step back and just kind of leave our thoughts behind us and be more still. So that we can hear that small, quiet voice that is there to guide us, that is lost in all the distraction of our busy days. So for an example, I love to go out and walk. And I find times where, I feel guilty doing it. I need to be doing that or that, and I'm talking myself into just go out. I enjoy being outside, and it's beautiful out. So there are times when I'm out walking and all of a sudden thoughts come to me. I would have never had that before. Answers start coming to me, clarity, things that I would have missed out on if I had just been focusing on what I needed to do or listen to or work on. That stepping away gave me that insight that I ultimately was looking for. And a little fun story. One time I was really feeling guilty going out for a walk, and I thought I need to be working. And I went out for a walk, and I found on the ground $20. And all of a sudden it popped into my head, it pays to play. So it helps us to be more productive and effective as well too, right? And bring in more joy. Even if you take just a few minutes away out of your busy day to close your eyes and breathe, or step away from a problem that maybe you're having, all of a sudden you find, oh, this is just what I needed. Here's the solution, or I can handle things better. And we need to bring joy into our life. That all work and no play never worked for anyone, did it? Now, you may say, yeah, I know all this, and yet struggle with giving yourself that time for self-care. Do you feel maybe it's selfish to practice self-care? And what if I said, actually, the opposite is true? When you take care of yourself, you become that better person and a better friend, spouse, co-worker, parent, because it's easier for you to help other people when your tank is kind of full and you feel helped yourself. Or what if you feel like I just can't fit it into my daily life? I'm already so busy and I don't need to be any busier. So yes, I have some bullet points I'm working with here, guys, if you couldn't tell. So what if I say to take it slow and begin at a slower pace? Maybe it's in baby steps. It's adding 10 minutes where maybe you're doing a breathing exercise, or maybe it's getting up 30 minutes earlier right? Or 15 minutes earlier. What is the benefit of doing something like that? Well, think about it. Maybe you go and you work out first thing before the day gets away from you, or you go for that walk, or you do a journal or a meditation, or you just go at a slower pace instead of rushing to get yourself ready for the day. And then you're rushing maybe to get out the door. And then by the time you get to work or you start work, you're just a mess, if you will, and you need that break already. So what other things can you do that could help you? Could you get some people that would take some of the load off of you? Oh, excuse me for a second. I just have to take it down. Take off help you out in some way. Or maybe you automate some things like grocery shopping. Some of us has gotten used to online grocery shopping. Maybe you just continue with that, right? And it's one less stop you have to make in your day. And another thing I wanted you to think about is, are you busy? Are you productive? So many of us are busy, but we're not really productive because we're not taught time management, right? We're taught to-do lists. So I was listening to a webinar with the fabulous Dean Graziosi, and he gave some great soul-searching questions to help you realize the difference between the two. So first is, are my activities moving me forward or not? If I keep up these habits, where will I be in 10 years? Do these habits energize or do they drain me? And the last one, am I tolerating something that I should eliminate? Think about this. I want you to focus on you and take care of you, because guess what? If you don't take care of you, who will? Right? And make some time for yourself. See how you feel and what happens in doing so. Because let's face it, we all have habits and routines. We may not think of it that way, but we do. And they're either helping us or they're hindering us. You get to choose. And I hope you choose you. Choose what's best to help you on this journey. And I thank you for spending a few minutes with me. Let's stay connected. Please like my Facebook page, Newland Wellness, or subscribe to my YouTube channel at Newland Wellness. I'm on Medium. You can check out my website. I want us to continue this journey together, and there's so many different forms we can do so. And until next time, be well.